Welcome friends to another video. Welcome to another episode of GaVo Scented Recommendation. Today episode number 23. And this video's recommendation comes from the house of Amouage and it's called Myths Man. This is such an interesting and beautiful creation from the house of Amouage. It's one of those fragrances that go somewhat in the same direction as Figment Man, being quite artistic, quite intriguing, quite, let's say, quirky if you want. It's a scent that's addressed mainly to more mature noses, to experienced consumers. This isn't a beginner's scent, to be honest. Although it features a very simplistic composition, we have chrysanthemum and orris. We also have elemi, rum, vetiver, and rose, and ash, leather, and labdanum. Well, this is a scent that's quite developing on the skin. The main ingredient here is, of course, the floral chord created mainly by the chrysanthemum, and it's really, really great. I simply love this note. It's so beautiful interpreted, just like you get peony in Amouage Diamant, but that's a totally different fragrance. If you want, these two fragrances would be yin and yang, with Dia being the more pleasurable one, and Myths Man being the one that's darker, that's gothic, if you want, the one that's more artistic, and you need to wear it with big caution. The main ingredient here, as I said, is the chrysanthemum combined with ash, combined with leather and labdanum, at least on my skin. Also accompanied by vetiver, and somewhere in the background you have orris, you also have some rose, you have some rum, and some small hints of elemi resins. But these four ingredients, the chrysanthemum combined with the ash, with the leather and the labdanum, are simply stunning, making this fragrance a very dark one, a gothic one, if you want to use this expression, a very bitter fragrance at the same time. You have that beautiful opening with the chrysanthemum that's immediately followed up by the bitterness and darkness created by the labdanum combined with the leather and combined also with the ash. I've seen a lot of comparisons saying that this one smells like an ashtray. Well, let me tell you this, I don't know what those people are smoking, but this fragrance to me does not smell like an ashtray. And I'm a smoker. And I smoked for 20 years, even more in my life, and it definitely doesn't smell like an ashtray. You get some hints of dustiness, like let's say you are sitting in front of a fire and you pull out the ash from the burnt wood, but also you get the smokiness from that burnt wood. So it's more of an accord, if you want, and it combines really great with the leather and the labdanum, thus giving you that bitter, dark, let's say leathery, woody feeling that I get with Amouage Myths every single time. Quite interesting, quite intriguing at the same time. This is a fragrance that, if you want, would be worn by Morbius or by Batman, why not, to make this type of association with a superhero or so-called virtual superheroes. And it's very, very beautiful. It's very nice. I don't see a problem in wearing this fragrance all year round, but for those who have more sensitive noses, I highly recommend you to wear this one, especially in wintertime and springtime. Though I don't have any problem wearing it in higher heat in spring, I will not have any problem in wearing this one during summer evenings and also in fall. But as I said, this fragrance is for more experienced users. So it will not appeal to younger crowds or unexperienced users, just like Figment Man, which, by the way, is my favorite fragrance from my whole collection. I simply love it. It's a fragrance for my own pleasure. It's something that I desire to smell. And this one is coming right behind Figment Man when it comes to the artistry, if you want, of the composition. Performance-wise, this is an excellent fragrance. It's the total opposite of Diamant, for example. because in this one you have longevity, but you also get projection and sillage. With Diamant, I get longevity and sillage, but not too much of projection. And that's unfortunately for me the biggest draw that Diamant has. Well, this one fixes that problem, solves that problem, and I get excellent performance overall on skin and on textile fiber. Highly recommended, but as always, my friends, test it out first by sample, a decant or whatever. Wear it a couple of times. Be very patient. You need to allow the composition to develop, to mature, and only afterwards, based on your own conclusions, decide if you want to purchase or not a full bottle. From where I stand, this fragrance gets a huge recommendation, but beware, as I said, it isn't everyone's cup of tea. And this is more of a fragrance that you buy just like Figment Man, mainly for your own pleasure. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna see you in the next one. As always, my friends, be safe, be good, and remember, smell good, feel good. Peace.